Weed eater, man, working on this Craftsman vintage 1980-1983 chainsaw. I'm just doing it. Somebody gave it to me. I'm just doing it to do some training with people. So I don't have a flywheel puller for this model, oddly enough. So first thing I'm going to do is spin it up against a stop and take the flywheel nut. And I'm going to show you a little bit unorthodox way I do business, but it works. Helps if I go the right direction, but it's all right. All right, so the nut's off. Put this so we don't lose it. See if the washer will fall off. This one has a washer on it. There's the washer. Boy, I'm getting easy here. All right, so here's my little unorthodox way. So I have my nylon hammer. My nylon hammer I picked up cheap Harbor Freight. I'll put my chisel right here, not on a fin. Right, and typically I do it on the magnet side. You've got most gap, and I'll put it right here, and I'll wedge it down a little bit with my hammer. Camera's gonna go offside for just a little bit. And that's just for me to hold it. And then what I'll do is I'll flip it back over, and that's just so I can push down on it, and then I'll whack it right here, right on the crank, and that vibration. I know it looks unorthodox. I'm trying to do it with two hands here, but I'll hit it, and just like that, usually works. And that percussion, and boom, pops off the flywheel, and there we have it. The flywheel popped right off, and that actually is what happened. You didn't see it in the background, but I had wedged it in there, put some pressure on it, and I took my nylon tapered hammer, and I hit that about 3 times, and about the 4th time, that flywheel literally just popped right off. That's the percussion on it, and the way that nylon works is incredible. And then I don't damage the threads where the nut goes, and boom, the flywheel's off. And then, of course, that goes in your bin, right? And the other parts I'll put in my bag. And that is removing a flywheel. That's an old trick. I learned it a long time ago. Like I said, it might seem a little tricky and unorthodox to some people, but it works. If you don't have the right tools, just wedge it up against there. Take your nylon hammer, cheap, whack it on there so you don't damage it. And I swear to God, the flywheel just pops right up. And then there you go. You didn't have to damage or mar everything up or break any fins. All right? Henry the Weed Eater Man out, removing the flywheel on his vintage Craftsman chainsaw.